Ladies and gentlemen, it's 9/11. Never forget, it's 9/11 day. When the towers fell, you already know what it is. It's a very, very special day as always for us. It's Thirsty Thursday. I'm Hasan Piker, and this is the HasanAbi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. Folks, we're live and alive, and I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic one because today's a beautiful day. Today's a wonderful day. Today is, like I said, 9/11, 2025. It's September 11, 2025, 11:04 a.m. I'm early, well, not early, but like right on time, I would say. 11:04, and there's a lot going on in the world. I mean, there's a lot happening in the world. This is part of the broadcast where I tell you about my personal news for all the parasocialists out there in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. So help me God, that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so much has happened. But in the world of HasanAbi Piker, not a lot has happened. Let me tell you why. Okay. I just mostly spent the night with my family and also trying to calm the temperament and fears and anxieties of my friends, which is kind of funny because like I think I should be the one that's anxious and worried, and they should be trying to cool me off, but I'm not, because whenever people are like, well, aren't you worried? Aren't you going to get like worried? What's your next steps for security? All this stuff. Like, do you feel under threat? And it's like, well, this is a normal part of my existence. This is a normal part of my existence. This has always been a part. This has always been a fear. So, there's a lot of conspiracies and whatnot flying around. We'll talk about all of that. But, it's just, for those of you who are unfamiliar, this is what it is. This is what it's always been about. This is what has always been a ever-present danger, especially when you're on the left. So I don't know how we're going to actually put the toothpaste back in the tube, but it does look like to me the American years of lead are upon us. But I'm obviously going to dive into all of that. And, I've been doing a bunch of interviews. I've been doing a bunch of interviews with news outlets who are like, dude, what the fuck? Like, you guys knew each other. You were supposed to debate one another. And apparently also, I just found out that there was a bomb threat at the DNC. DNC spokesperson this afternoon, there was a bomb threat at DNC HQ that was determined not to be credible by the U.S. Capitol Police. That's just like that's, again, normal part of the process. Normal part of the process. It's just that the intensity and the frequency and the magnitude of incidents is probably going to increase quite a bit. But it's just, it's America, baby. It's America. It's the United States of America, baby. 6 HBUs around the country are on lockdown. All right, we'll get to all of that in a second. Fucking Christ, dude. What a time to be alive, folks. All right, so where to begin? Oh, personal news wise, everyone's in a state of freaking panic. Everyone's in a state of panic. Everyone is freaking out. Everyone is absolutely freaking out. Losing their minds over, what might happen in the future. And, there's people celebrating, people crying. We will, of course, take a look at some of the Republican reactions, some of the liberal reactions. Yeah, there's just a lot going on. There's a lot going on in the world. All right. I still balled though, and I played incredibly well. That's all I'm gonna say. Personal news wise, I obviously, when my manager, I was on a call with my manager, and he's talking about, here are the new security initiatives that we have to do. We have to do a security assessment. We have to, hire 24/7 around the clock security. And then he hears me on the background tell Kaya to get up and he's like, "Are you at the fucking park right now?" It was very funny. He's like, "You're out in public right now?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am out in public. What the fuck? Like I am." Look, ball is life. To be fair, ball is fucking life. That's number one. Okay, ball is life. Is life. Is not just a hobby. It's an occupation. It's life. It's a lifestyle. You just can't do that. And also, uh, the reality of the matter is, like, you can't live in fear. I can't let fear dictate my life. I can't let fear lead my life. uh People might consider that to be stupid, but the reality of the matter is, uh that is not a life lived in fear is not a life worth living, a life worth pursuing. Like, that's so funny. This guy's name is Luigi Pew Pew, and he says, "Why are you mentioning it, dude? For fuck's sake." So anyway, no, my point is, I've been doing a bunch of interviews and stuff like that. Obviously we got to wait for the temperature to cool down a little bit, because obviously right now things are very heated. People are looking for vengeance, and there's a lot of instability. There's a lot of anger. Why the left judge a lot if you don't think the same as them? Can someone explain me? What the fuck what does that even mean? Right wingers are losing it. Yeah, no, they are. They are losing it. They're losing it a lot. They're losing it big time. But when are they not losing it? It's just like, will this be the moment? Will this be the moment that, like, snaps people because they're already on the verge of snapping? Or will they just go back to eating? Because remember, American culture is gun burger, right? You got gun on the one side, and then you got burger on the other side. The hope for all of us is that they are so desensitized to violence in general that they whip themselves up into a frenzy, and then they go back to the burger, because, like, Applebee's is open and there's $5 jalapeno poppers. Like, I'm genuinely thinking, like, a real policy to, like, soothe the masses' discontent in this very moment in order to get ahead of potential decentralized violence coming from right-wing groups would be to just, like, make jalapeno poppers free at Applebee's and TGI Friday, stuff like that. Because, like, I think if that was the case, then people would just, like, hyper focus on that rather than wanna, I don't know, do like a self-defense style mass shooting situation at their local HBCU. So for the betterment of mankind, I think in order to cool down the right wingers right now that are very agitated and want to kill people for literally nothing that they've done, right? And assuming that this is just about, like, taking revenge and punishment on the left or something. In order to cool them, we have to give them, like, some kind of material improvement, immediate material improvement. So think of it as like a cash infusion, but this time it's just like a jalapeno infusion. It's like treats. If they were to do that, I think we could just, like, kind of cool down and get together and realize that we shouldn't do we shouldn't talk to one another like this or actively pursue one another to kill them. But I don't know. I mean, I'm joking around. It's like gallows humor if you want to think about it like that. But of course, it's crazy that it's 9/11 right now, and I thought that most of the coverage today would be about two of the people running for New York mayor and losing by wide margins, trying to use me as a last-ditch effort to attack Zohran Mamdani. I thought that would be the coverage today. But of course, that's not the coverage today. The coverage today is going to be featuring Charlie Kirk and his assassination, his assassin. New revelations have come out. There's been a lot of fuck ups. There's a manhunt going on. I'm going to talk about all of this stuff. Don't worry. But let's just blast off and let's get it started. Let's get it twisted.